building materials and the why wouldn't that from crank to crank to me say me my poor as any more. Somebody a one casamosa currency. You jam on Mokrom says Yama, simple. Tia Hono, Putogum, Biogum, Bibiawum, a heart builders, and then see nature say, and no, Mamma Namasin. Na Mokama catch a director Samichiano. Send round anime Casano, and I come back on the car. And I'm saying, see, Somano, Medaso. Sure. It's a house builders real estate. What I say, we are your future planners. It's me and planning future ne ma. What I say, Sikano de Okute be a fabra, ya beje, near any kakaka, when you bounce on 2 rooms to crown a ya wow dear, a ya wow dear. Hard builders a pen of Benyo one but Tressa. Ubu Hakotas and Kwa crown or tombo before. Yanni a benya but Srama near Bow. The sunset building materials in your sound tomb, you know. It's me crash a diner semau. When you bounce on what you what's the diner, that's a 1 hour chron.
We are at the bar. Nsona ucha ni atene se woni aban na enya
okay
enti se ya hwehwe ne de wo court a na chese court na hwehwe court nsa ka wawie enti samra na fe bench warrant na da wo so no ye to so se ye mfa wo mra court
okay
so se nyankopon adom ye nya ye de wa ba enti ye da paper sa bone ne fro na court etie tu walum ni entira wa amba ana wo ye ni pe ya de Ubeka sendi a better thought was in Sebia, my lord. Tell me, say, Sebia, me banana, me car, every seat down.
Okay.
Me pobi crab a car, me can do court, lay upon an area for what my master maybe. I some see a friend, I won't be my mouth, as some custom, for 1 year qualifier, for produce. Announce the Namia, announce my lord, as some man tuning, and material parliament. In the year through, let's say I see a conviction for contempt. Conviction for contempt, dear, 1 day, done one week now on. And what that's not court to them, or court to the power, also what I do, who could this one, Bonia, where you know, a super. It is court to measure from 1 day out to day, the hour, no epic. Nobody had the cancer not less than 6 months, I must tell. Obi had work contempt to Aquada court to Ghana, how I borrow 6 months that. Why shall be a 2 weeks, yeah, 1 month.
Oh, okay.
This is Tamil station, and Yammer, Mahama Meraso, our Chifu Pras, Robert, Yamanu Cococha, 3 months is a day. Nobody of the not less than 6 months a day, added. Bonnie Bunny.
Now, no cross a quarter to what you made at the chair, and I'm a boy. I
was here, and you said the moon,
okay.
You made the child, that woman, or the tower. Area, no about what we have the okay.
Okay.
What you made it? Nanny Guasiano cry, but I want to. The child cry, fine. It's MPR, no one about it. Many people here will say nobody in Ghana is above the law. Be a wobble, Emraso. Nipa the cry away, who feminine, the Aquania, but my mean children. Because for the British president, dear, what your cognato and your pedio to me, offices will be a young, and you're not correct. President, what your cognato and Yentin Fanning Court. No fear cognato first 3 years. That means in the case of Ghana, from 8 January, calculate the end of 3 years. I did be our year and Uncle Officer within a court. I went to no fear cognato 3 years and I coin the home. I saw within a court. One past what year after 3 years. What the court 8 years with them.
Okay.
Way actually, little beer you are born Russell. Na president nkwani ya bwana ho ban se na ni dwuma die ne tin ntia nyese ye dini ba begina obi ani ejojo no egu n'anim ase ka ko obi anim a so police station to say judges anim na mo free to ye dia 5 3 years na mesrel obi bia wa asem bi plan na ekufu ade no samre na so sorry anya after 3 years no be court wa
muao. Okay. Lawyer Medase pa no penny chechemu a wode ama me Medase papa. Lawyer ya no che friend Paul wa ben oyemra nim ni ene ye na kodi nkomoti enra ori akwanya akwatia me say me hu so ye MP say me hu say da me nka no because court say unqualified say obeye MP na campus wa ko chamber ho ti enra wuti mu say de ekosi ye na wo so free chamber ho nti ye hu nchiremu kakra na yakwa akwaje no me sure say going forward no ba bi e bekwa akosi bia no so ye de ehun nsem e be ba besomo be say simadu no madi anim ma me fantin komo we taw fa free ho me ne member of parliament for Asin Central Honorable Nurin Mijima Shaibu ebedi enkomo tew Honorable to say.
Yamiadum, I show you in Paibo.
Yeah, the Yamia said the last time I see I know, you didn't come over brave.
Right.
Nancy, Nadia, yes, I don't check because Enche, you better constituency watch. Constituency watch and you better call all the various constituencies. Now, you have problems, say, walk. Now, you have a who the rules were Buamo. Now, a bayatin and tem. Because a boa, a war function now the Nama. It be a better chance and a bayatin. Your body the road TV soon end up social media dear. Yankopon Yaduma President Mahama, you know who are the social media cry, with me attended to it. It's the constituency watch the Beba Enche, into your Beba Sen Central, near Bevested ya and what's here. But so far so good at Senwoho.
You better Yamiasi. Na Yada Asen Central Conference for Nuniasi. Say, Omunya GDA Mapa, Eomimu, Ede Tuaba, Edemame. Na the tears here in say Asen Central. As it stands now, no, you go so. My embracejania, Meguso, me press a Benya Namapa, Alco constituency Muno. We share constituency say na the as it stands now, no, impending issue a higher Cassia, any Yaquine. Yaquine, any Yumasem, a idea a higher. But ye bompire say the listening president, sent the last time a Kayano, the MPP government led by his Kufuaduno. Omono nya membu no mebu ye o mebo life no mo de twem koi enti no yenya president awaba obedwen Ghana ye die ni mpuntu hu no I know say Asen Central for the past 24 years honorable Kene Japan atena so no yenya sakra ndisi abai no minim se nyame ya adomo a ensakra beba constituency nim ama mpuntuo ene njumapa aba constituency nim.
Okay, nti say wo hwa unemployment rate no de ehu hia me pa road infrastructure no hia ba me sure say no de be take time kakra afa na minister take over nti e bia contract we kra be koso a e bia ye hwe bia free this month e come march mu ho no bia contractor be koso but unemployment no emu de hina won say constituency bia wo niema raw materials be a mudria and idea be a easy to access. I bet media create employment. Bibi bensa and a woho.
Yo, madam say generally as in central constituency, predominantly we are mostly into agriculture.
Okay.
And a doorson.
Okay.
You do na maybe to say kutuo, you do abe.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple. We have been able to train.
SMBM ye na free list so
enko na bi se mrantie ne ko obeko
ameko
mpanyefo no so ko obeko nti o se ye pagya no ne adu kosi ba bi o so
me ya brantie
bra Listowel when
me a very young boy
we yalla mo wo ye de
ehu adom
aya ye hia ne ye ko weekend am ne santi ya na me bisa mo weekend na edi besi mo no se ekọ sen.
Well, it looks to me as if say no main time day ni ye and I mean 19 I say your shorter days, shorter nights.
Oh.
Because
the
time is running so fast in a way I say one way I ukra dream maso say adiachina one way unhu sa ade so.
Okay.
Esi ya sorry on say ekobo no nkrompo abo
na ekobo no ndu anesa
enche no nsia bebo enti on say ade a Nyankopon ahyeda ya ma sese no uti wiase a e wo se obi bia wo ye bia no oye nintente na oye very proactive sene ebe ya enkoba se obeka se ye emre tiame because emre sebi yentoto na se every minute bia sisi ya me no ka se yawo obi sisi ya nsusu obi ewu every minute bia BBC on said that bia ya na ye kan sim say every accident happened in a second every accident
okay
intino let's say bibi bia obi ye bia no on making sure say time no is superior to God. Time is superior to God. Anything in Nyankopon or any bibiano or abide by time. Enti so share emre to say aban we obedient so 4 years.
Obetina ni na aba.
Obetina ni edi bronya na aka ne 3 bronya. Ibedi.
Was it aka ne 3 bronya?
No kra 3 bronya na be 2 bronya because e be to aba ansa na yakwa akodi bronya.
Bronya.
Nti odi bronya we wia na aka ne 2 bronya.
Aka 2.
Nti no enwema bi wo ho a e wo se e ya abasahare so. Yes, but I was say research in Suya Juma pa.
Okay.
Because a lot of things are going on with time, no, you better discuss it. I'm
Sure.
not happy.
Okay.
Yes,
and then first topic in about discussing no me jayama na wa kasa niema akoso nyina within the week no the first 5 minutes no obetimi ake no wasem ansa na yakọ topics na ye pese ye ka ho asem no ba ma me congratulate me bra wa grab master but I say graduation was shared that one can't chere me because me o ka chere me I say ma gro pepe ka ma kwa ye hwani mu kakra ai me de that my graduation dey muntimi na fie me come mati ase mo da fie nye yim ko me de mo kwaje fans mati ase ai bo hu na ne me bra no mo asa line na say Yaa Titi ne ngre na my pom fe we watch it all the time one can't chere me congratulations why are you and this year yo and this year yo eh brother ya say ayeso no what is your car I no would dimrika because who's here but you know mo wa fam aye masters aka ho why are they nyame sha enya sem ketwa enti wutimi say kasa na ya kasa no with wisdom knowledge combined the Innocent or your analysis to what wutimi say yes
It's pregnant.
what they say modu but Innocent and no first 5 minutes niama bebre akoso within the week baby I pass the Fabia the first 5 minutes on the share no
yeah the other can mention na mention what here for na mention Mr. Listowel I say bra Listowel na menka say ya da nyame asese nso ya sen aba biem but I think say so to when here last week ya drama fodu kroma ye the special prosecutor Kenoforiata member or a fugitive or a wanted person that sorry or a wanted person be a free list so a whole lot of drama so chroma and the course as a sinibi na but it give you an idea how weak our state institutions are and that is my primary concern because so special prosecutor they not all na there are a lot of evidence pointing to the fact ansana MPP are buying Ebelusu power no that he could have done all these things but na environment na ye woman no and conducive for certain a child the crackdown on state institution and how this overbearing and overriding executive powers sometimes reach out to the truth of state institutions a human and near mess or more omu into me and for me that is quite unfortunate going forward I am seeking say you betime empower state institutions now you making sure say the necessary powers and the room the freedom to work say be betime strengthen the very foundations of our democracy betime cause na state institution will feel free to act in the manner that they want to. Yeah, kind of a issue no by no. I've listened to a lot of discussion going on. National security ko run fear. Kind of say obeba, you see or yare na call then I me say, you see, there is this moral thread in this argument that people are dodging. What we say I want say I didn't know be a wire finance minister for 7 good years in Ghana. Out on the pension or white agent parliament quote to Bible verses say Yenkosi Cathedral. Hospitals are Mahama Shah say Kumase. It was left to rot afari wa winim ye kubu bigu ewo ye friend say labadi healthcare infrastructure be invested wanye o jani nyina bobosia ma ene o man no our debt enye sustainable ene na saa nipa no oduru se o sikike no o man na wase na tete apansam no wan sikike wo na o man na hoso akwatena America so sikike and that saa asem na make chiro say governance and politics na yeah seriousness be anim and there is no reason to compel obi say obetena say aye the right thing ye nim kwan ya jonkuma fa so owu ye this afari hospital no selanka ya wie no kumase maybe owu de obi atumi uba ebia nanka ya mfa na nsi kumase to Accra on the road when you know say kwan na kwan so no oba be wu ye you understand so going forward these are some of the things that I was expecting say the media no put attention on bisa some of these moral questions because over the years ababaye ade a and then the cost of chroma saying They will mess up, toy with state institutions, render institutions so ineffective. Healthcare facilities and then nurses are going out, doctors are traveling out. So leaving this country bare and dry. And these people do time on the basic care now. Now I find no because our passport. Make us say ebi atogo kura no yare won't me nko. Yeah. Ebi abobo ya kura won't me nyasika behind bi. That is why I am no ya said yes. Yebe for so I'm making sure say yebe ye niema ye niye kroma se bi obi abe benefit. Look at the amount of money I Kotugu Cathedral. Almost $58 million. That money no could have built us a modern facility, hospital, our baby, and nipa betimi asase care. Ye kan nyansaseme wo krom ha nyina kire nipa obi antie. And this message also go to asofo na sabi. Omote kroma ye de nyame akatakata ye ni ase niema mo ye nyansa nim because yeah this cathedral asem ba ye. There were the very people esen komo kan nyansasem kira ban say chale ba bia wi ase aduru no. There are a lot of advances when Makacha say AI, robotics, Internet of Things, and for these are the focus of emerging countries. There is this global competition will be a reposition the country to in such a way say or betimia tapping into this emerging faculties of new knowledge. Now who how betimia reposition our country do benefiting NTA schools in the forum. These are the critical infrastructure you need to invest in. These people know because I saw for no more Cathedral. Fortunately, every Sunday, Omushia church members, they see the desperation in their eyes. The poverty, go through. But yet, these people are insisting, say, young for Mindsi Cathedral. A brand necessary facilities on they knew. But I'm so and say taking advantage of the people because they are ignorant. And I take it come from a level rich, you know. They didn't care about some of these things. And on idea baby we and they can no for net minya kokodro be catch and so no kusiki care our outside. When na a responsibility so about am I see modern hospital e wo kroma say. Wafan wadi discussion about no ubenya some jokers in the media omonso no omo take center stage ye defend omo ye say ni say ye declare the fugitive ni say ye say yese wafom brabe yi wa no special prosecutor for now offer no ombasa ye do kokoto enya nduru ho aye case na ya build brana be church won say what is your problem? But if you are not giving them definitive dates and then I know the name, it will give them a reason to do what that they did. And a special prosecutor, so I think they told there be a comedy in that drama and then as a forum no on dropping on getting serious because my catch was the office of the special prosecutor from day one. My catch was a useless Christian answer be an officer fighting corruption. Yeah, you don't need many offices. You need political will and political commitment. Already know your institutions are armed with those powers. They can do it. Special prosecutor by a baby cry and far baby court my baby default. So a better burden on the purse of this particular country. He should get serious because some by a press conference now catch and say my friend no for that say omra ma me to no. My ya osioma, and for that reason I am informing you the public because you are all stakeholders in this enterprise called Ghana. It may can't declare the fugitive because on your not so beba. The following day if there is a communique Abba from the outfit of Kenoforeta telling you, say the Obeba, then the date also Obeba, you should communicate that to us. Because the release no official release from the special prosecutor, there is no May or even on it. Maybe after interview, no, and it's a mistake because someone can't demand it. But once you hold a press conference telling us or say, we should know when he's coming so that we can situate the whole discussion, the context. Then or say July, or so May, or the what if or so next year. And so now when our communicating, we are all stakeholders. We need to know what is happening. So I think this whole issue of accountability, I'm asking elevating it to a level of people who know say minor in your mind in the name of politics we are for you can seek better care, take your kids abroad and they cry the ministers on it or minor no Timo minister he doesn't even believe in that country until the year one was one or US. Unfortunately Donald Trump is cancelling those nonsense. And you see, people disagree with him, but sometimes you understand some of this initiative. And it's also a wake-up call for us because USAID one packager abua Africa a lot of times but what I say who says scan African leaders abuse no omo the top phantom ne your fans say VAT akese ne na se for no taxpayers na suffering. He's cancelling all this aid. It's a wake-up call for us as Africans to begin to do things right. Say by me, we are waiting for foreign aid. Sikana ba na nsem ne krono. Ebi ni se obi dia kwatena mayo clinic or the seeking the care when he's supposed to provide medical infrastructure and those things here. Necessary we are. Other countries are taking them. Ghana nurses are more called Australia. Some are going to Canada. Some are going to US. Some are human resources na ya building. We are shipping them into a modern day slavery. You know, sir, some kind of way because the panel call again, but your country is losing. Or more young go school, so the workforce number boy no Middle East everybody is hesitant. So at the end of the day, no mine now 1 year. What natural resources are we gold, diamond, whatever. No, you know, about for the canvas a circle. The Winnipan women's out there, man. On best circle, no mine on first one say. But we've structured the country in such a way so those who get into political prominence not only go there to take care of themselves, for they don't care about the vast majority. I'm calling on the people of this country. Say, time has come for us to rise to the occasion and get so much interested in politics. Now, you who say people there are serving our interest. The interest, no, and then my politics, and now sorry, and I can't say me when you me kwakwa heaven. Sanse munu no, it doesn't work in politics. Akatiano, you must get it here and make sure say the cost no serve interest. So at any point in time, if a particular political party or government is not serving your immediate needs and interests, you got to kick them out. And I think that is what we're going to do this time round. So Ghanaians must rise to the occasion, take interest in politics, and things like corruption, we need to open our eyes. Government didn't get it serious. Now you prosecute such cases. Now you send a message to people out there, say politics, governance, leadership is not business as usual going forward. There will be consequences, and we need to start from cases like Kenoforiata National Service Way. National Service Way no way. Who's any part of way fraud no munim nyansa. Yawahu. Omunim nyansa to the extent say Ghana 92-year-old 80 national service. What will be that? 59-year-old national service. And I had the one person did share documents him 226 times. A creative fake ID no be onim nyansa obokro where yes idea way. Get that clearly the poverty of intellect. Nipa yes say omodo ko sha ban mu how damn some of them well. But because of this cheap dirty politics we are just awarding cronies and for yen check whether nipa no nim nyansa na say onim nyansa. And yes say mura and the idea almost share big position and when we are so I think we need to rise to the occasion and take vested interest in what happens in this country. And yes, I bet that if we are not careful, we wake up one day and we find a monkey sitting at the highest office. How you toy things because politics, cheap politics. It's just a matter of having money, being able to convince few people, and then they will follow you. Let us rise to the occasion. That is the only way we can rebuild this country.
Listowel.
Abaya, mame emfa kwenye sunchia tifu ni ashafo. Na menchia minua Ivan, na memona basu. Me adisunya mungu ndiye bakwa yabeka ne adwuma ho. Na as usual memo abaso so ne dwuma so a odibo my Ghana. Two topics here, maybe Ivan raised topics are
National Service.
And I don't want to belabor the point, knowing he has been very elaborate on the topic. Now, Kronwenya depa. Now, na omodwin say akonfo ni nyansa. Konfo ene the first class food. Sanse Ubi adwin boni ba utiri mu bia no onyansa ira enti se ubi ye na adwin se obedi boni a nyansa enke betimi amene hu se oman Ghana a ewo hoi sebi preduasa enye ono nko ane Ghana eye omanfo nyina Ghana enu nti ewo se o make sure se obebo ehun ban amanchiri mampo enso ababenya sa ade a oye no eso mfaso onye ne sa na adwin mu no ohuni bibia say e wo se onu di yie e chen o man no senke ye kro bi so a nka say ni pe ya ene ya bo mu din wo NSS mu no nka o mu nyina nka ya che o mu nyina we don't look serious.
Yeah.
We are a very unserious group of people called Ghanaians.
Ghana.
And I'm just disturbed as to why this regime is trying to play to the so-called diplomatic society. Because way intimacy see anywhere in the world civilization koswa by now yanchi will be. Sometimes we want to be more Catholic than the Pope to the extent say the holy and thou attitude be a war Ghana nimu Emma you criticize it abino baku mienu miensa na NDC in so because of the old admonishment bia a course so Rollins I say ye twi omani mu anti no say omo ya de na o ka bibi ketua bi na omo acquire in their shells. And I think say emwa on my way. We must always call the spade and not a big spoon.
Okay.
We must always be able to tell it as it is. No matter who the whose asses are gorged. It does not have to matter why and a sebi na sem abba. We must be able to tell it without even feeling say sebi ya heti obi because sebi say nipa baako nipa mienu miensa enan obi awia sika from NSS e de akwakoye mrase bedwani ne oni pakro ne timrase bedwam ye hwe no ye nim se wabokro no enya ade a Listowel ya ye de beche no because Listowel nya mpinti no wono de ye se ye frɛ bibi immunity wa wia mimi sika e de aba ba mimi mrase bedwani otimrase bedwam ne hwe no hwe wo hwe nipa a wa ye se mo boto ya wono atumi awia mi sika de aya wedding what wia mimi sika wo de aya wedding no bi ni wiase cake ne nkwampo no ya they have to import the cake. Now we send ye send nipa no we sika no oni frame up palenem ne akufado no ma chadi timi nipa paduma ye hwe ya asem we ameke opa fasa bebia ensuonka unim say NSS asem na aba no eswa Napco ebe ma why mre ade o de Napco ye say mabunu hia adwuma wo de fa ne say NDC fo kra wo fo mo adwuma MPP fo nko a wo de fa MPP fo nko adwuma enti wontimi nya MPP fo ni pa 100,000 em fo mo adwuma woni ma de om de Napco ye they did not employ up to 30,000 people. They told us they had employed 100,000 people. So our website was, as at the time, I have all those screenshots. I have them available. Now, nipa omo afa omo say omo ni omo ye adwuma. No omo nu 30,000. And so no man catch Ghana for say one for nipa 100,000. All because it was ghost names ye adwuma. Now ghost names no a year obi privatization of public funds. And untino wa enlisted and confirm omoye ghosts and na omudi ase enkrata mu say ya fa omadwuma. Now for you to believe say ampa oma fa nkofo adwuma no e wo say omuntua omoka no mo be de no mo nye dede no mo say napkofuoi na chese wadwen aye wo say aban kura fa nipa bi adwuma. Then it will ring a bell say na say aban fa omadwuma na aban were good intentions, but the good intention that they had had a very bad intention behind. Akufo-Addo won ma wade ekwa. O ma free SHS no be wiawo. O ma Napco no de be wiawo. Oni Bawumia adwene ye pe. Enu ti na ada me kan say na Bawumia na Bawumia corruption no Napco na sex no.
Napco na
Bawumia corruption.
Innocent I know.
Now, a company, ah, will be a year. And what would we are? NSS, you are trying to even limit it to gift your warren name. Nana be nominate. You see, for no.
It goes beyond that.
Chief of staff, no, Kahon. Akufado Kahon. Kanofrata Kahon. How were the money paid
ministry
to whose account?
Yeah, control.
Because every individual, your friend is saying, applicant, was supposed to have an account.
Yeah.
It was more about 81,000 people. No, sir, and conform accounts no never he. Account ben no mu chese kan tum. This should not be a difficult task for any government that is serious. Wait, any question in 3 days. Because too obvious. Say people had just decided, clandestinely, decided, say, they will cunningly rob the state of its wealth. It was a syndicate. Omu wa lawyer for whom Nanabi were a lawyer.
Yeah.
So you are able to tell how come and Otimi sorry but not come renew so press conference. Because the one that is part of the criminal syndicate in Waka and also Hobeka. People are disappointed in John Mahama. Yes, I'm even beginning to have a certain fear. Say, you're not careful, things will fail. And Sabi Midi Batahon. I did be a Midi Batahon, so me failure.
Okay.
And until I so I have had to come out to tell it as it is. I'm not happy. From the look of things, we are trying to be too diplomatic. By now, I was here to think of four. I was saying, I am man hunting.
Yeah, because
look, there are people that have said that there is something called witch hunting. It is a very positive thing to chase after witches. You found by front left here. And this will be a bay for. This is what we say, where I where you crop for. Now we have Nipa where no a frame of party. Mofa frame up pare chanka ho oka ho mofa kufa do ne ba womia mofa mu nyina nka ho omo ka ho they are thieves. Look, they want a kufa do ba bemu ye frame me ba studio say me busa e busa me say how what do I expect of a kufa do's government and I be quote to John 10:10 obi se won ti ma se me de bible tutu na me say kufa do ntina ye de John 10:10 ba bible mu obi for wo ma agise obi wia no wakum no say there is nothing a kufa do did but for stealing. Say you see a kufa do see what in show kura ko obi krom ensuo na ode ko no kro no nti na ode nsuo ne ko because send ye be ya obenya minimu tue sika die enu nti na ode nsuo ko hwenkofo ye o ma wia yi omo e ba be ka kire omo ma say ya bo bra chen mo nkofo mo de ti krom ona papa wo si amobra Then tell me to me, do obi atem so ye kromfo to me catch obi papa ekufa do pani toto so ye kromfo he frame up pari we oka ho we mami we oka ho en kromfo do mo ko ho no na God's names nti e na ode mo ko ho we ade a ne ba ye o man we krono ne ba galamse na ekoso nyina na ne ba ka ho ne ba na say oka ho
say na office kwa na e che concession and dey ya we
ade a kromfo we dia ye o man we no. Now we share how we are treating them with kids' gloves.
Yeah.
People are beginning to agitate. They should thank the God that Muhammad worships. Because it's like Muhammad, people are beginning to feel, say, oh, they're young for a while. But I think we don't have to. I have never been a Hail worshipper.
Okay.
I have never. And so, Mestre, say, they should attend to their duties with seriousness.
Okay.
Now, the last but not the least.
I'm in Kosoloso.
Share Obaya. Your friend Openibi Adam Bona.
Oh.
Ni deeper de Alas and Adamu. Ni deeper.
Ewo krata.
The
Adam Bona na ye nimne.
Eye ni bone ni criminality nti. Eno ono asesa ni din. I was a friend of Adam Bona. Bonano, if you don't have a crum. Bonano ne japa omo ye abusua enti no me hu ni say ode abusua sem na ode ne nam na John Mahama appointed na Yamana small arms and BBB commission. John Mahama opese so man no obona oma ye hu. Oh yes, appointment na John Mahama aye no opese obo man no. Adam Bona na oni nam na oso ya doctor no school no ko no wen PhD no nya no wen. This is a manner. You're born free UK for criminality. I will dive into it. Me who say me time niswa. You musa question say. A day no kwa ye wa secondary school. Six form abreso in the 80s. Then no kwa ye. Ne papa na ne ye posini. Posini ba ye security expert. Oko security school wa he. Yeah, what security aspect title. Yeah, media forces so much bu. Na matimi afra dan bona betan radio so TV so. Me Listowel crampo say be crampo. Me hu soldier kakra. Me yem from security aspect. Obi a onu kura wuri tuo to wo kura wontimi nkire tuo ne bare na wontimi nkire atuo se ne ye tutu tuo ne yahye tuo onim ye. Yes, what is security aspect? Obi a onu wo kan hu no mo supply tuo kom boko. When you start small arms and way amano, he said you have legitimized his stock in trade.
Business.
Dan pari akwala Adam Bona, Dan pari Alasan Adamu, Dan pari akwala. The former your friend is saying Ambrose Dari, the former interior minister. Na kwala. And our co-founder said, "No man may etuo so. Wobi a Ambrose Dari yetimi aka se ku beba man we mu. We put the tuo kwa kwasha Adam Bona answer. Ah, Ura John Mahama. I don't know where my force. Meaning I did that. Okay. I feel I said the entire party. Because you see, the pain in my heart, in say, me call Botiano, Nipa 15 or my woo, that John Mahama be a bush and income here. Why is that party still at post? That party, why is that party still at post? Look, John Mahama, or Nimne home, I am a ya. I do baby, I'm not John Mahama, send me ya too much. Because so many will say, Yamediamawa. So and Quasia for so da. So my damn party that's so Tigana. So it means that you're not damn party be open. Then why did we have to change the government? Obia Wakukum Nipa as a Nipa lie, I am firing squad or Botiano. This is public knowledge. Posi say here or no timi ma command say yen send Nipa line and your firing squad e wo Botiano nku omo. What are so to as IGP under you?
Okay.
Ha! Eti ye kwaya na ye bae.
Nyamene ye boafo.
Enye Nyankopon ye boafo, Nyankopon nam nipa do ma ama so. Wo se wo mema wo se o man no ye sebre. Na wo bae a sebre na ne da so timu. I go home always being afraid because I fear for my life. Me say the twesi wo so anadu de suom age wo car. Na wanya wonkwa anya wutie didim na wonim say that pare ye one of the suspects. Yeah, nam suma ye tie me car. You have to be terrified knowing that he is the IGP of this country.
Okay.
So sebi ya bo betuo te say abedonko obi a ono ye DSTV adwuma wo ye eye friend say multi TV adwuma wakobo obi this waba wabehu suppose for eye arm robbery wono akwalifi akoda yakokobu ni punani afa no abedonko ade tie ya abedonko ya beku no eye friend say mango tree ase e wo police headquarters ya poni tu akuno Nigeria former 12 including a pregnant woman, your bonny tour, our police headquarters, a kuno. Now you under John Mahama, John Mahama. Hey, look, me rate me who, John Mahama, Nimyami or Bono. I am a yes, sir. John Mahama is entertaining criminals in his government. Criminals. Adam Bonanya appointment, our John Mahama Bemu. And you're not Akufado here. It's better to go back to Akufado. Adam Bona. No, that is what you like. To one pair Akufado. Any Adam Bona or Akufado. No, why are you appointing people like Adam Bona in your government? It takes only a criminal to do that. He's a criminal. And then Adam Bona find any papa. Who papa you post need dada and walk. Who papa or retire. Who Adam Bona about fear war? I know him personally. So here, Japaniano no. Japa, Niniano no.
Niniapa.
But their family, Bona and Japa family no. Eya John Mahama family no. In the right Japa, I say for no.
Okay.
In the right Japa, the warrior, the great warrior.
Okay, yeah.
Japa Palace hono. Omu nyina se no no, omu ti e ho na hye, omu furu ma ho na hye.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Obi a otimi boni papa, pamni free ni fie ku no. Papa ni wuya ade e ya ta na nya so ye dipa. Adamu. How? I mean, John Mama, please get serious. I'm worried. Because look, the level of insecurity in this country, you know, not John Mahama Benton, you feel say, ye babe nyakuma toyamo me, say I'm still not secured. The level of insecurity is too much.
Me kosolo so babe some mama Cathedral.
Obi a wo papa wo, na wo wetimi akwa ye will ama wo papa. Akofa obi, nipa no kofa no ye fe no Don Yaga. Moro Don Yaga, so na ye busua. Onye busua ni o no na ye busua pani na ko police headquarters. Akwa jini papa ja pade. Wait. So let's get serious. I'm worried. But what research went into it? Mu ya research ben and am hu say Adam Bonano and I say oti TV suntino mu so say ma na appointment obekwa kodi di matem. I feel na Matthias here the entire Adam pare da so ti wo.
Really so me dance. Mama me cash flow the back na nkofo aya wade so am peska na afi bi kosolo ho. Star 413 hash option 4 star 413 hash option 4 no cash flow nkofo di abro mo peska nti Davidson roll back me enkwe ententem so ne enko star 413 hash option 4 star 413 hash option 4 pacho wo just 5 Ghana cedis wo ofo ne so a asembe nkra ni aminisani 3, 2, 1 obiani abro peska de o dia wo se de 05305777 to do 500 cedis e ko ene ti me pacho yero ho na fa wo number eto so na ejana eshodo nti o se me cool ni da me hwe hwe gusu kaka good morning yeah we see wo ye dede ala ate asu ofo na so ana asu mo ya frost how are here fa
me fa me wo Adenta village Randy.
Oh okay, what is say the try?
Oh, me try 35 finish.
35 and a 500 good phone so.
Go to say to.
Go to say club me da say and no other no.
I say me kana sempa Ivan.
Opa Ivan asema ho.
The Cathedral.
Mate, ordinary so mate me da say. Mate da say you know how that chubby gum wife star 413 hash option 4. So let's say
yeah, me ho yes agrobe no.
Mate me da say.
Be chia won so chia wati for chia me nuanu mo a. We share list to as why say.
Why say? And I'm also worried.
No, I understand.
Yeah, I understand him. So I'm also getting worried so because of information na be ba na say sa na tie dia na che say.
Sa na tie bi. E
wa sem ba ne po.
Say be ka kire no me nuanu.
Obaya, he say yeti Ghana ha. Tell me ba, we say yeti man.
You know say I don't kasa chira.
We say yeti man. Now wo IGP buyer, wo police welfare sika 17 million a month no. Wo di ni da bia, na wo di bia to car ma Adam Bona. No lobby, oni NDC fo bi. Ayi mi nua ayi ka ho. Akoya we deputy secretary. Amon lobby madam pare. Se won tena ho. Mustafa Bandi
na yesa de no.
Mustafa so na kabia.
Amon lobby o. Etimu muti security asesan.
You see,
once the phone you know, and you don't seem to care.
You
don't know what hey.
Say, yeah, quite, but not maybe great transformational plan by.
Okay.
ana me catch you say NDC MPP enter for Atanyata. There is no difference between NDC and MPP. I'm MPP. Ana me who NDC for say no we omo. Obi catch you say NDC and MPP so you want us to free Azerbaijan and Aba. Me we former President Mahama. I realize say oh to me message man. But Ghana for your call ya your ton yensem. Ghana for say almost John Mahama.
And are you basing it on what Listowel is saying?
I asked about me can't be a Nadia Mrs. Mrs. That.
Okay.
Mrs. Samina made oh. Amani biara beba besono.
So Lord ye. Your ninya meda.
So just enti na minim se sare che because ya e fatu tribu se. Ubusa ho de enti a NDC o position na omo front liners no omo leave with Arabian kings and queens. O position hu nanimu a the body atoso the color atoso na funa yakesi o yusuka papa opposition bie ni hono a wona ma so wanimu yin krampa so bie hu tu say yes when you abre komedo but we na they were living large
MDC for no.
yes ubusa omo a ono woni company onye business bia enso living large je enfa na onye nisika omo na wo MPP mo na wie sika no mo de bia bre omo scratch my back let me scratch your back. Enti eboa mo yedisika na mamu mo fa nko occupy front line no say the be ya mo so Bible power na mo so wasa beji tumi no na ye ne ye wi a wa nti na no parliament afenyo kasem bi Ghana for na for mo adwena nkoso o say ndisi for mo nhwe bibi yo de nia ye nuanom na mo kai say double salary buy ya mu bi na ye ne mu bi kase ye prosecute wo mo no ye ne Akufo-Addo trans kase there bi so what Afenyo was telling the entire country was that yes, ya bread MPP buy no. Ye hu say ndisi fo bia ye bone emu odu e hwe de chemo. So mo so say ye ma mo no. Sa na mo fanya emaye. Efiti wona start here eji egui. Na no me ko kan fidie bi so say OSP ade o start o street this one e pure everyday scam. But people do understand. Ade na o ye na nkasa o ye de aboa Kenufriata. He is whitewashing Kenufriata. Waya dia ekwan da ho a bebe nipa be ka say hey papa ndia bone nko an wayo we declare the fugitive alechi no we declare the wanted the next day we declare we withdraw ni nyina dia na sesa and get back to square one just me en kabiu OSP na nkasa issue statement a one fa data can beba
I think that was what Innocent was referring to.
Oko Afenyo na Afenyo the data shame say me. Why did Afenyo get that day to tell the people of this country when the OSP himself
didn't say it?
I said, yeah, the Ghana for the diagro. Yet you come on your back at say Asati be di 2 years. One on the picture yarda. One on the video yarda. Watching a new casada, ye BT keke or chele. Nipa di boni I was so creative story. Everybody buy J2s and Hondo Dono, he is indisposed. Na ye nyina ye refi. Because omo yes and him said the moment they be ready budget of 2025 no, ye ready we pe hit in better on the NDC. Confirm be fee MPP see Akufo-Addo and the all ye nyina be because you see a comedy no. O he ya anwa ya wona see ya to Obama as the president. And Junior ko bo Akufo-Addo chem so a obi abeka say eno china ye do buy. Eno na ye nuanu mu a e politics mi especially say this about we omuni visa me smart and it is a list of abufu a metena se esa as a minimum campaign a ye say yam pam Akufo-Addo me ka kire Ghana for say yam pam Akufo-Addo ne fa lanchemantembra onu believe say yam fa John Mahama mbra and it is what wa yama wa ba na say who is a one near when a door won kwa na ye campaign go ahead and do it. You go ahead and do it. But the good thing is a Ghana for 1,460 days.
Yeah.
Says here what the move say cover 40 days. And the nine no. Kakra you be draw. And necessary yeking. He said you're not working. A crobia is serious. By now some can go for are you busy? And go for you busy. Enter the bidding press conference.
Yeah.
How can you tell me that Godfrey Dami has the balls and the nerve no every press conference no or catch you be say or catch the sitting attorney general so the credibility
can you imagine obi or your fixed match
oh
my goodness
so I can understand the frustration democracy.
Abaya, eh, serious. NDC war, Abemu, but NDC need power. NDC is in government, but they are not in power.
Obuza one wa dey omoka am so go dey mon 6 months agron ko a omoboa
6 months.
Omunim what they are talking about. 6 months na ado channel do.
Procrastination
is a thief of time.
Time.
Yeah, we have mistake after 6 months. Who be resolve issue? They will chase you. I'm telling you. Mo be yama Kufuor do na pan for because no we angels under a dead body. Say Kufuor do na Kufuor e ba because wo mo no omo ye nneoma e tine okromo a Abraham ya mani tua say Cathedral amenada ho. Eno nti na bi betumi afa microphone. Abraham no we deputy operations e wo national service. Na watumi akoye ayi press conference they defend the Kenoforiata because when you say obi about the say share was ensure dey esi odi ho
say kwesi for num
ya ni odi num odi num aba so cha say and it the omo ye ni nyina say a well calculated and orchestrated planner ye execute say the be ya boni a yedi no Ghana for ye ntumi emfa hwenye metu ora adwoma amafo say achia so emu ye o mre bebre wo anim sa investigation say wo nyina say woni nipa fa nipa bebre ko attorney general's office na omo nyemfiri ho OSP odu adi to the so obey say Martin Amidu Martin by the NTMB before fan they say no we so betu be prosecute NDC for ono so no mo digwa ache ono ma ye ni ono no honte dey na obey say oye no say oye kronkron merade ejoba ya no ahwe say wontimi no I don't know I said I got trouble for 10 is a mother part of corruption. Kufuor. Now, why the country say Kufuor no corrupt? Why the country say? Papa o ye bibia the bibia no emu da fine.
Party sika no sha se wi aye.
11 million Ghana. Mo musa de di afoko. Ye pamo no. Ye di sika kwa akofa be before. Mako ye di. Wo kaka shom nya musa ti agenda ma media. And no buzo afoko bone be ne oye nche yi free party no a obie no obetumi aka. And it is having a chair. Mustafa Yusuf. Omo ye sanse hunu no national service no. E dey na ya amona baso. Ye elevating ko the minister for youth and sports. Ono na organize all Africa games or see on the $250 million. E move $15 million or the no watch ma Alice. Ya ti krom how na Yesu Christo kra o feed the 5,000 you know or the send the video. Say ye jai sa kwa we no feed sa wo mo Yesu video wa ke ye bubu Bank of Ghana. Or say accreditation keke e $4.5 million. O call University of Ghana Legona 3 horse bisa so Elizabeth S0lomon and Kwapon e ho anana Alice in that game village or the air condition the kobo keke or say about $16 million. University of Ghana Sports Stadium na isi hono na ye up to 85% ya ka ye flat light ne ye nimon ye friend say pavement blocks no was here the $34 million and yes adie no abra ukota kwa Go Face Ghana is a brand new sports stadium at the cost of $13 million sa kwa ne nam ha at the parliament shemra mame ufri oye MP for Yagaba Kubori kwa enipa nu sure at time nonsense.
I've been there before.
Near to Cromwell one more brother and you look at test no baba just more smart.
We ni bebe ka se ne papa bo.
Yeah, no papa bo.
Na wono ne ba di ye yakem.
But me, I have no beliefs that don't mama between us or issues.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, absolutely. Obia obeka cho say what have be worse. Because you team go for be a position. The mindset of the position now, almost the same people time no, obi ko ho ye. Abem ye diga.
Ye ni go.
Did you go? Scandals are after the 6 months everybody. But let me assure John Mahama and the NDC say we are in the last stretch of the NDC MPP politics. Whether or not going for the democracy, Ghana for Benya Gidio, it depends on what he does.
Yeah.
If he's going to them, no, on him before Ghana for the boom. Democracy in America by.
Yeah.
America that had the Trump yes here. Oh yeah, no fire was soon to no to about man. Yeah, to about man say president financial from China say Murubia so you see a compa ya ko appoint local government Befe there will be so on
your question.
Wait.
Tell me, my so on your more.
Ma can't tell me yes resign. Wait. We on strike or more strike ni bi wu. I don't what making sure say why absenteeism ni your man. Why you are winning ready? They will confirm what you are paid more bebrebe. Why you are winning ready? Why you are there kwat now?
Also
now where you problem.
I'll put to can ya go for bebregu fi omu ni adwuma mo start recruit no mungo chem
Me fi na cremen to aba ma obi oya gentle biem.
Oh ye jimie me ya me sa nya yi bia jade ye jimie
me nya
obi a opeso be wia na empeso be chi the previous one.
Okay.
What are we talking about here? Say Ghana form overwhelming and no be minister of your friends lands and natural resources. BM crushing was in 9 out of our 44 forests already galamsey for a captured here. Yen to me room hold your buffer. Tiatikroma your rebels wow. See the rebels in other countries.
For create rebels not that.
What to me jet to say sa forest in the yen to me room. Esa se galamsey for no a 20 year young duguno.
Charlie
Obien to me. Na we ye omaya o se didi agro eti ye leadership yi no besre say ya nyere ho a ebebu aboy John Mahama ko the finest opportunity so this solve your problems ni na e de na aka de na wudi ana o dwene o man ho too much nyame be hwe o mo so obi o ye papa bia kwa me nkruma wu ko wanya emuhwe enso da bia ye bodidi ne mafa ho didi ya nya ayi ba ku ya da bia no twa bia na afa ntiri ya ko ye correct ko ka na go beta because of your president say go onye papa so onye papa say ku nye papa wonu no ba kro ma wo mo bra bia da so papa di ho na ma ne e de ntira man platform nya ni papa di nja absolutely o didi ni papa di ho mene ne ko ba bia e be frene jame enye se ku na nkasa bobra bi sim yo ba e din binti enti dimpa eye sin de ahunya na ye koye na dipa de omura hyem musei timu de mu disappoint omo a how on earth na betu aka say IGP na so tra how on earth na eso ti ho IGP na Kufuor na appoint no o fa kire ya minerals commission e si da so ti ho o be oni ana wo se na we be ka se obi atu obi eduru
ana akomi agra se so da so ye edwuma
ala so SCC o SCC na
o chance o ye do be kwa kwesi na nan
aboka ma o ntu bus kran tu nturo SCC na wo no so who say bus stand o wa emu 8 private sector for dia o wa kosa agreement we friend alliance and the private sector wa o bus a kura obetu bia koshim ne brand ne o ya no am 20% as 30% wa fa dia aka o mu di bus bia ho we ye eye o so manage ano keke kasa tenten na official go die o edi ai o man be bia wo no enya de na mo for mu di shame we di tu Kufuor do mo ansoro waka na ya fa president si John Mahama so a na se mo ma dwene ne se wo de sa fine face e be ya de papa bia ma mo a me se mu hu enko because NDC for bebre na e lobby ma NPP for the deep bone no so mo ntirem
okay me se me ya mako baby a beti wa me ne mpanifo bi na ti na MPP ni pani pa asemo ka kire me ne se Listowel me ka kire wo se bra wo party mu back na be kontokwa na NDC fo ya du o machi o mo be ba ban mu no na o mu ni power na MPP na wo power and na NDC contractors atifie na yakwa fa MPP ni contractor na ono a wa ye adwuma saa wo MPP aban mu no yesi ono na ska wo ne ho de ya appoint no ne peska ne bi adi nti o se ono na odi adwuma ne be ma no na wo party ba na o ti ho
na o ti ana abai
pese esembi wo wa esembi ha o obaya
esembi ha Innocent
Africa Prosperity Network unum de odano aya gabi na na mi oya conference John Mahama man go bia no Africa Prosperity Network gabi ba kromo fi London ba na o ka prekra ene wanya no ho atwumi ate Africa Prosperity Network agro no mudi na man sore na mo de mo ntra na ejo elu eza esirado omo ye be tom keloburato yare evano Mayo Clinic is the topmost hospital or clinic obetnya no America o tia na tia ye esirado o yare ya mi vice hospital ground to go
Innocent
yeah I think ya can be and it's funny Bakacho say politics enye Pentecost sorry na yakwatena ho a menua na me Nyankopon ba wodo bi anya nyamemba when you power you need to project that particular power.
Yeah.
The last time I was telling you say leadership politics ankasa wa ho we president there are certain things like weakness and they say me show mercy. These are two attributes what the can't wa brabo ho a you fail flatly. Cause when a man for be who say oh where we are the better wa and I say oh be who your moba we ya no because my culture say by nature human beings are very dangerous. We always look for opportunities in as for be near but as a minor when there's a what the red line sign how many people who say what try lie we are the consequences are unbearable into a best scale. But when you begin to say we use our name money in free then a free range nipa no betimi aye de say oh ye bia afa ne ho adi. And I think that is the point. I'm expecting that narrative will change going forward. Because so we had the national service scandal here. There in the Besiama such a scandal, Abulo, now President issued statement say, oh, Munya investigation. The following day, 1 week after 3 weeks, the persons are in the media granting the interview, defending other thieves.
So also a cause for revocation of appointees.
Yes, because no such actions have been taken against him. So acquire just media, even in America, more advanced democracy, your name is mentioned. The following day, FBI at your door. They will seize everything, including your phone, your laptop, your email account, and as if you know to know over the years, near my wire. But if I know about the national service scandal now, we can confiscate any evidence be our room to tamper. Because what we do say, my national service na me kobokro no. My laptop near me evidence be I can shred it, just a matter of going for programs, run on my laptop, just clean everything. So at the end of the day, you don't see any seriousness. Indeed, we are committed. When it comes to this PR or press conference, you release a letter. There is the easiest part, but the real commitment is when you go after the persons involved. So, because you have to do a pointer. And as you be do a point to be an Ghana for boo from government or be at what folding the arms, but it is the job of the new government to rebuild trust, confidence, for a day or Jim. Because a basani or poor Mamunumawa, or the Bakashasio. A Kufuado, a maniana brobre, and say Ghana for poor minor demand, Sono or Namano, Fias, no, sorry, dinosaur, no TM, and where we are. You need to enlist the collective support and the minds of the people. Now, so you punish crimes. Punishing crimes, and you say opponent because there are people in this government who are potential criminals. That is nipa deseni. That is our way. So when you are punishing others, then it sends message to them say the other young crofoi. These are our way too. It's simple as that. But we live in a country where people can sit at National Service Secretariat for 7 good years. You ask yourself the mechanism ben ye go akwan ma nema no koso aye de check. For national service scandal, we don't say John Mahama Pencil 2016. Some people did the same thing. They were charged and mutu as Sikano. And they saying 7 years after Corona twice why it means internally there were no mechanism I institute here to check these things. If you can sit here CTV about Corona for 7 years and send about the institution is serious. There should be internal but I'm saying in this country, you better have my institutions look at the Auditor General report. What book won't mean for 1 year crank. Enti omontina ho no mu wi a 1 year ne yanko odete. But Auditor General report the first one by na amayahu say internally no chrono say the cost. Enti first report na by and should give us a reason. Let us come out with solutions. Internally ne yan slot in auditors to verify and check things and sana official yakwakoye. Sane ma we nyina nko so. E cho say we are not serious. Enti obi betima bokro no afa ne ho adi national service we buy radio so na betina news headlines nothing is happening, nobody has been invited until evidence omokra no they are giving you time say no destroy it na se for na fa ho di it will come to nothing. We need to show seriousness. Say o man say benya agudie bi na yedi. People are really serious. Power, I say we need power. Project that power, not being arrogant, but let people know. So you want enormous power. The enormity of that power, must send signals and message and send the shivers. Another Donald Trump. Owusu power man yet the rough, you can't president, you may disagree with him, but he's telling you that he's the man in charge. Osma cargo say omunko yi Mexican your friends immigrant nko plane in namsro na presidency onye oba back immediately no or slap your friends tariff go so obeda kala a day after so omun for momra. That is how you project power. You are in charge. You are the president. You understand? So I think that executive powers now you use in such a way say send such I am not calling say you intimidate you obi but the evidence in the hono let us show seriousness be boarding the public trust among for say and say me cause there be na all round na say who read the news nothing happens yeah Pentecost sorry let's get serious
me now I say happy birthday nkoma Erajua Jamia Bafo
we through 1 year fay tama 1962-63 Nkrumah Obie Institute of African Studies University of Ghana ni speech no oka obabi before mienu din said they should learn from them otherwise the institution will not be any institution. Obo Professor Anton William Mamo, the first black scholar our Ghanaian no and we obeka say ono ye philosopher we no obeka JB Dankwa that JB Dankwa no waben no no ma watchro no ese ye hwem na yesua. That is Nkrumah was a very honest academic into the field of history and religion and philosophy na JB Dankwa belong and me pacho de man wan kase wo muntamu nye ni nti oduru ho a omoni din da bi onye sa dishonest scholar da bi na mom se obeka se Ghana ono no de ba pacha nyo no se obeka se ono no de Kwame Nkrumah ba Ghana me pacha onye wono a ena omu so eka se Buzia ne Ghana's first professor no eno so ayem fom so Buzia rather was the first African professor at the University of Ghana na professors ni nyina ye abrofo na Professor Buzia ne first bibinia Obaba Chira de University of Ghana Institute of African Studies. Now the first Ghanaian professor was Professor Anton William Amo from 1703 to 1756. Obaya professor in philosophy at Germany. Our Chira de Halle University, Jena University, Leipzig, Wittenberg. Our Germany.
Agra, my memory of the next 25
1703. That's more than 200 years. And Sana Yawu Buzio. Buzio on either 1910 or 1915. I think 1915. Now Mono Yawu 1703 was Axim, a small village called Akonu. Akonu near Axim. To one must say Buzia was Ghana's first professor. And rather the first professor at Legon. Na bibi memu ye nyinara bibi ni odi kan ko school eye Ghana ni ofri Ghana Axim ono ne Anton William Amo the Black Star ono the Black Star na wo eyi ne mu
ye flag ni mu
ona
de bai
wono na okasa no o ma na eyi no di motus di mi refi o kan Latin say the rights that the rights of black people in Europe. That was his first dissertation.
Okay.
De jure.
Latin.
De jure mororium in Europa, something like that.
Okay.
The first dissertation because Oya black and the only black person at Wako school. No, Abrofuni yina ko meeting here so unsure something about black people, the rights of black people in Europe, because that time, you know, not all blacks, you know, any rights were considered animals.
Oh, and I'm Belgium, human zoo.
Omudi nipa kuma Britain for ye, America na ebi ewo and tinana blacks in Tuaba, even the US until 63, until 63, no more Tuaba.
Before ya bro.
Intisa thesis, you know, I can't say on Chirono, and not Chiro bibi say. Europeans consider womu said they had always been free starting from the days of the Roman Empire. And to be part of the Roman Empire was to be a free person. As a free person, to be free means to think freely for other people. And during the Roman Empire, no, now black people were free people who were part and parcel of the Roman Empire. Omuba Egypt, omu pharaohs ni ade no omu ni won yina di dwabo mekontokwa ebom. Tie yina ye free people. Until say na Europe that prides itself as civilized based on Christian civilization. Now to me kokochi wu nipa oye tuntum no ye nipa ye born to say wa na wo ton no, then you have abused the concept of freedom.
Okay.
Nti anu na papa no propaganda theory kan bibia kama and a man in Sasso said the Black Star.
It is a yet wo kana see dia. The first black professor Ayamo.
First black scholar Anton William.
Black scholar.
Anton William Amo. Ono na no science. Ofrazim ono no otro ni dia. Ni book ni bibia mu. Otro Antonio Golomos Amo, that is in Latin.
Okay.
Ab Azimo in Guinea, from Axim in Guinea. So that part of West Africa, the Guinea coast. The Biana Okano. In fact, one friend who saw a German da Antonio Golomos Amo, Ab Azimo in Guinea. One friend who said,
and I the first professor at the University of Ghana.
Kyei Buzia. Now down the account concept of God.
Okay.
Or clarify say yeni minyame ansa na wo muba. Into that Black Star no and Marcus Garvey. Eko steady no who say into sa ye nonkofo we Jamaica. Bibini bi oye nua be ye professor in philosophy. Now the whole Europe is a country omu di animu of philosophy Germany. And obey professor wa kire abrofo ade. Then one day, concept in the done so appellation the Black Star or creating a company, sir. No, so one day all black people in America and Caribbean will come back to Africa in a ship called the Black Star. And on Kromanso, a US, a question Marcus Garvey. Now, no, Nimis sa amo can say Ab Azimo in Guinea, no, indeed, or ye Ghanaian until said, because no fee said, Tama. German Chancellor, no, Professor Ludwig, already in a certain speech, no, or refer to Azimo, no, as being in Eastern Africa. Intina Nkrumah Junior say in Ethiopia, and Amu Efi. Natama 1945-46, about Britain, no, called British Museum. And already the full story of Amo, and who is on enemy and for every the same area. No, so adopted the Black Star. Now, because he was highly detribalized, in Titama Todoshia or prepare the flag of Ghana. No, catching some for Black Star into middle. And I mean, in her last interview before she died, Okasa Sadia, and in Konyan star ni bebrete American flag. No, see there be me here bakupe. Because Nkrumah with superior knowledge was referring to one man called Amo. Who showed, yes, a brighten or star or shining in Europe or be a quine in my nama, a brofun who says, sir, giving
so
the
that's
chance.
the history behind the Black Star.
Just one star. Kantesa Cathedral, Yeni Bebre. Now Nkrumah had in mind one person or be a quine who said, giving the chance, a dear beer. Bronia and Yansu Betumi Ayebi. In the speech, you know, say the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. And then the book not show conscientism, no copiamo. Everything. But I say, you dear now, a big Canada, Fabi, a Kamuni, and Unico. Men you never been Cassa. He's a liar. The Patronia and the Passoriani are better now. Yedika Kaya, dear, you see, dear, Patron Kauka Frame. You was a Muka, a scholar, and Kauba Frame. Now can Patron Kaya, you ready?
Kamako. Pacho, Republic. Time no call. Then you do her. And yes, and yet holiday in Pubium.
I will now. You can't Republic. It is a Sabi or Batty and Mawa won't ba. You idea be a woman be to our back. Aqualano so I can't name on yourself an umbilical cord in Fumano, and to see in cha Sadiana. A woman say I wouldn't paddy, and so or that's a kind of mammy.
Okay.
Cosimra will be trying to say what detaching. Intifa who dear no year independence 6 March 1957 a Kwame Nkrumah a Union Jack a British war flag and at the bar from no cast at long last Ghana is free forever now. Ya 2 year ndi Ghana no. Now the problem associated with it, and they say, now your head of state, Queen Elizabeth, and as a British monarch. Now Kwame Nkrumah, your prime minister, was just the head of government. It is an esadia. And Merebia, your parliament, ebeyeno. So would they come Queen Elizabeth, no signing and sign a bear law, sending a parliament, a mra, find a bill. Bill, no, they are come president or signing a presidential assent and signing a friend law to say LGB. TQ sanity until the moment ordinance a beshas and sign your friend law. They say I won't ya bill. Until Mrebia your parliament bayano. Queen Elizabeth and fan in San Shasia, a dashier bill or signing we are na bear law. Not to me metanaha and this Jumano. And ye or be a friend governor general. Okay. A shank assume they know a governor and that the enya fan would ye in governor general, Lord Listowel. One and no Gina or Queen Elizabeth. And I'm Columban who say, Ya bra near Yambrana de Coma, Lord Listowel. No, I show my say daddy. When you're the British Parliament, Beji Atum. Now, say with Jaimanica, no sign the back, say, you should know that you are still linked to Britain. And you are not supposed to do sa na mamema with the finest example. Kwame Nkrumah independence 1957. Yebia University College of the Gold Coast 1948. And Nkrumah proposed to the British government. So why independence? I say a friend University of Ghana. And that's here University College of the Gold Coast. 3 clear years after independence because you needed a charter from Parliament. Say the best now brofone so mumpene adentila. Nkrumah's Africanization policy. The moment omude won sabesha asiye pe Nkrumah be pam abrofo na ya professors ni nyina.
We say University of Ghana din when the propose here.
Mpacho nipo de baye osaje fu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Mpacho
na your University College of the Gold Coast.
The mpacho na microphone nema.
Oh.
Sesia na microphone no eba. Pacho we say a Dean University of Ghana no. The Kano answer the Dean University of Ghana neighbor no. Lay a friend saying.
Answer the University of Ghana, but now University College of the Gold Coast, affiliated to University of London. Until you one certificate.
I feel Mike na started.
Some Mike na ba mamen san council say University of the Gold Coast, College of the Gold Coast. Ye be now Achimota School.
Now he
Achimota School.
Okay.
Now Prempeh the second. Omo asi JB dan kwana etu din e be University of Ghana sabe nke president say yam fan JB dan kwana president o kansam kase o wogide se school bi okumase wo ye na Santiman secondary school o koso ha me hwa wogide so say to the second e kase yenyi dia Santiman ni free so ni emfa opoku are na Prempeh din to so woni say atemdidie kase yama Santiman
asam kase beba Santiman
tio Ghana din yenyin fa Nkrumah na dankwa na bedema na krobodi se nto so mpacho eho kakra no senka eyobi mpo na de ba ya dankwa mpo na de ba ya nka ye munsuo se wo beka se subset na de aso se universal set mathematics kakra me ye no inti mesra
lawyer
yanto aso hwe Nkrumah ba ya
prime na di ni ye University College of the Gold Coast.
Na meba.
Brother Chemi nipa o Mike na ba fine pa. Why the propose Dean University of Ghana?
Me trust ye say. Tell moi. Allen Commission ka say ye benya just one university for West Africa. Na Ghana for ko fight here. Ye fight ya say akukosa e ka ho. Sanke yem famra and common sense dictate say Nigeria population is almost 10 times that of Ghana.
Okay.
Inti ade na Nigeria for Mra school.
Mra University of Ghana.
University wa inti na say de ma wo. Inti omu ba na ne yenwere akwo no. Ana Ghana for say ne ya ye ba bia ye school. Na British government say some we scam de be ya. Ane ye be recognize amamo. Mum ye ntia he yo.
Je bi ti opa o Mike na ba.
Ya na maybe papa. MPP ne no ye senior minister no.
JH Winsa.
Tabi.
Osafumanfo. Okay.
I say, a chum for started politics, na mo asante for mo we mesremo. Hwe. Wonim prempe the second asante hene samra no na achim sorry asante ahafo and the bono ya one region that was the biggest region in Ghana and the leading cocoa producer region in Ghana. It one of prempe the second sorry say me the idea bi ba obi oba we ni cocoa piano ya betibi na ya boa no ne de bia university no nti atete ya ye digu ho no ena nkrani a ye fra no Bruce nanka Bruce
oh tinanka Bruce on your fancy
o da bin patwa ye nkrani ba
and olma we sweating you
nti nanka Bruce no ye nkrani de
so man ye o mic na call olma we sweating
nanka Bruce no wono ena no wo the first and only private radio station in Ghana the fan Zoe ana oye de me copy BBC say si amie university ni bi ntam Gold Coast ha trouble ebeba enti tam ye gigi sika wie no na prempese e yo nu ni sika wanya asase ni bi ewo Kumase nti yenkosi ewo ho na danka Bruce ne nkran ahemfo ye fast ekohu labadi la manche esre no ma wo mu Legon Hill of knowledge and that ye started
Legon meaning the hill of
knowledge and you know tamwa asante ni bebe mu no na ya starting school no ewo achimota so mo vacant structures bebre ho nti tam ye pe ba bi di akona nkotumfo di ko Kumase no na yesi Kumase wa because all the schools no were coast here hwe Cape Coast schools na achimota aba beka ho nti no enye so ankrofo free coast ko interior nti wona nkrafo no led by Labadi Stool no and nanka Bruce no suggestion na initiative omu di call Legon nti Legon no yan startia kosi 1951-52 Kwame Nkrumah sikane beka nsa wendi and build the University College of the Gold Coast at Legon as it is today as it is a diner one in Legon sorry Nkrumah na sisi and no more dani entiatia almost say one more year market Accra International Airport omo besi airport international airport kese o ono wanse na eba besi indeed upon advice na mama Legon structures no enkosoro because there can be a problem because of aircraft flying low and untina dia no can US na dani atenti wemu ye entiatia inti se washa halls ni nyina akosha omo history omo nyina started from 52 up to 63 Commonwealth no and dedicated his hall to it Volta Hall or starting Volta project no Mensa Saba Hall a third hall first hall Legon in memory of those who gave us the land and Ekuafo Sikano a second hall Ekuafo Hall inti nya abrofo ni na University of Ghana Kwame Nkrumah and we and Pacho Wutie
me tell Mike na papa
o je fa ahudie no na prempe e ka kire ne say won say ya Ekuafo nyina sika
no dia kwesi Legon
wo dia kwesi ene fa o man no so sika ebesi bi wasase no a
na ke kwesi bi no
eno ne Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology I know we are some sense ba ko so a Africa teacher fo nyina ho ne e betre ni wo ene ne University of Cape Coast inti Ghana University papa bia no Nkrumah na si ni nyina o wie no Ideological Institute oh win Ideological Institute Winneba and Winneba Sports College and Winneba School of Music na me ansa na ya kan bo ma ye
UK
University for Development France for Education all no see and Savannah Agricultural College and Nkrumah so ACM and also the UDS the government universities in ono and vacant walls here na wo Legona ye dey e wo Achimota ye dey University College of the Gold Coast and SCC become be ye Gimpa nti Kwame Nkrumah University be we Ghana bind and patch ono ne dia papa ne dia mesel
enti edi University of Ghana no Mike Naba when they propose
oh yeah propose one year na dia wo year you ha wo yi college in difference college abufu pa University College of the Gold Coast affiliated to University of London na papa na bufu enti 1961 no did ni ba so when to Republic now be some more question no ma wi amfi say anya Republica nke besi na university ni din ebe koso aye University College of the Gold Coast. Enti na oto no bo declare republic wie na ode proposal no koto wo manim na ya parliament ni G2 mo de ba na sign na be charter and in 1961 you shifted from the name University College of the Gold Coast to University of Ghana. Now pamu abrofo professors ni nyina efri ho ana omo abemben a wobenya first class no Kwame Nkrumah o si agro se be so a efra no pa o ma omo nyina scholarship PhD straight beneficiaries na bi na edubu ahe no mpe Nkrumah se ebi na professor edubu ahe BA PhD ebi so professor Dofo omo ana omo abeben stress BA PhD omo ba ni so omo angu wo ho ani mu ase ana otumi nya lecturers ne tantantantam no mo fele gap no yes
nti ebe ye den afa edu ba bi na edu bo ahempe Kwame Nkrumah
ne dia say your friend say obi mpa wasama
no mpa wasama
yes obi tan won te wasama se o ya sa free fa kro tu Nkrumah Sandhurst ye yi na di and ye won ye catch a president of Ghana sakwa na ni ye na ni so ye hejeheja baby onam bia no pe commotion onye obi a or fit into any group na Kwame Nkrumah say nyamo na mbe determine no seniority and o me ye fa ne back nyo no betu Nkrumah nipa Nkrumah ye ne papa ni wire mfida ono ne general Kyei champion wono
so nko ka say ka onko fa ne mra don sambe di president ni bi mo
nko no kwa say very good nti your friend say wono de Nkrumah ye ne papa e ma ha me ne ye san fa no ne wire emfi Kwame Nkrumah da kokwa kofa no aba ma ye osie ne kama so nti benefits of a republic no and so what twa wo funuma nti wo ya wo mara nya obi na besan na bua wo ma that time no so ye independent without republic no now Mr. Chief of Defense Staff no broni Major General Alexander nti na say Ghana could not raise an army without the British nti republic ni duru ansana broni no eko ema Chief of Defense Staff no ye bibini the Republican no sanya Republican na eduru ya nkanya easy say Kwame Nkrumah say ukoye OAU na Britain for anye antomo e
ubede na be
because we the mra bia beko ubaya na say broni na assign nti obi obeka say Republican status no mfaso eniso no mpachaw na on kan ye because uko political science and government your subject to be friend sovereignty the sovereignty of the state resides with the people. Na ya time na eji independence no a people no omo parliament ya law na nipa ba ko ye broni tumi kasa me sign na say me sign no na say the sovereignty of the state of Ghana did not reside with the people until say papa no koye na Nkrumah ebeye full president ono an sign ne mra no then sovereignty had been achieved or attained to us be seen there.
So what I say?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. But say enye holiday biom.
And ya actually say me be na radio stations bebre na me kasa. No me say ye fro no sunsanso ne say na me sunsanso na ne say nkenne ya ye history primary any JHS at least Republic Day no wo ha nkanra echi Friday fiada a teacher for catch school for nkwala say juada mamu ma school na ye 1st July a holiday nkan kwala ne baby say teacher for ne say denti na ye afofida na nkan teacher for na kire nkwala ne say ni nti fa hudi hia na be masa ye mra ye mfa nkoma obi wa burochire so nhwem na mo ye be ye bibia wa ha na tumi ne bekuta ye nsam no enu nti ne ye create republic no na nkan kwala na sua bibi wa Ghana bakosemu ti sade na ye yi afiri ho no ana aboa ma nne nkofo tumi twa ntro se nye Kwame Nkrumah na je fa hudi se fe na wate ase se ye yi republic day no amfiri ho a nkwala ne be hu se Kwame Nkrumah na je fa hudi
oh Tiasi yi free ho.
We yi free ho na cha say your mom Nkrumah din biom. Because
na cha say we ya ashada ye.
Ashada. Na cha Nkrumah din ya kata sokura. Because
the Founders Day.
Yanya the founders and Jebi dan kwa kan we ne me yempo ne senka founders ne mpo na boy can Ferguson din agre Mensa Saba the Graf Johnson ne Kisili
famena na kwaku bichem ka ho
mate Southway bafo akoto ene ose agyeman prempe the first and the second nka ye ne sa akora nka ye because ye ka founder papa ya me university a prempe the second ene awu friend say nanka Bruce mo anhwe me ya university of Ghana nka ya wahene nka wo kai wo mu kura nka eye enne de akoya ne se founders day no nipa enum no a ewo Ghana sika no so no na nka ye nsia o eduru anu ma crop kwa me nkromadi no ne picture na de bibi akata ho sa enum ni ye bo wondi sa enum no so na anya founders wodi ma de ba ko asa usua bibi ketewa bi a wo bewu no jabi dan kwa sa ne cousin sa ne wo fa se ne friend no William Oforiatan after 1948 ra na ye chichi wo mu no papa we enka UGCC ho o mu eka ho ne edu de Kufuado ene Dr. JB Dankwa January o mu ka ho na teacher ni no eye pawuli no nka ho no dimrika kwaka kire JB Dankwa se wo mpe ba bi nwane mfa ne ye chichi UGCC empanimfo no oduru wo no sa na policefo no wo hodada ene ye che ne de ka Dankwa enne ye ka ne big six tesania o ka UGCC wo ogina a fighting for fahudie nti wono de time obewu no ya ade bi po be evangelist and onam school upon school e preach kire nkwala se mo num cigarette ni wi obi amfa ne homa Yesu Kristo e hono no aka say he was just an accidental member of the big six
obie na no kan
yantro ni din ni UGCC records mukura onkan just
no I don't know how you feel about my next question. As a more monim history, no more din hwam match matna siama ya politu adria ma say e to da wo ka de ye no kura ni pe feel say you are conjuring certain things from certain baby how you have no idea and matna sia chesa
in the first place bia ube blame ye mu bi because obi a wutumi kan na otwere de say wo de bibi ba abonti ne atoso biam no say aban ne ye na adwen so ma wo kan de bia ne say history abakosem ye twem na wo twa abakosem no wakan Bible na Bible is not the history of Israel, the history and religion of Israel and the birth of the son of God, the life and death of the son of God. Your friend is saying Quran is the same thing. Abakosem Ndeda na abakwasam ese wuma yeshia na ituru abakwasam yeshia Quran and the Bible ne sano na mayagie di kura mo because we see history babu amu we say san Persia ene Persia wo trose mu no Persia eno ne na Iran and Babylon eno ne na Iraq so Mizrim Egypt intinka history no kura boa nkwala kura de wo mu adwene ba Nyankopon homo na wo si yenhia na wo mu ahia no nso ekata so kire the wrong thing me ya research ko hu say the battle of Nsamanko so wo hia school 1824 the battle of Nsamanko the battle of Nsamanko me kwa research mu say dubu anyi na FK bu anyi na yem from so abrofo no records no o mu ba beto ye no battle Nemuno, it was fought at Adamanso by the river Bonsaso. Okay. Natamwa first night in one and wasa almost in a fan full. Some wasa I'm infinifiance in a no way of mine back and also man the soldier for Momko chunk of 40 kunkum. The idea chain our brofuni soldier for your kunkum and no one say, yeah, in some unconi queen. Into omo catch the secretaries among them Samanko and Samanko. And no, I recorded the battle of Nsamanko. Could be anywhere what Western region was a friend in Samanko. No more what Damansu. And one year corner near the river Bonsa. And also kind of saying a Dubois and FK, they just did armchair philosophizing. But two records were won't share what really happened. No what Elmina. Samra na kwame na nsawa wona azambuja mo beto no be patcho na wonyam fantio e wo ye wasa kwame na nsawa wasani na nsuo na da fa ni benya na nya wasa a fanti word benya eye benya wasa word ɛwɔ nyina wasa for asas obi ofreli mi na bia o tie me ko bi sana nanu me fra nhfie me yan kan kyerɛw and then our asas gradually moved to the interior samra na from adumfo the adum warriors no mo ha adwene pa and then gradually they moved to the interior the moment yensu history na anko deep ebenya nya no ma bebre
boy majimani so makobisa ko sajimani so ebusuati yeduru ba bia esese ye history no ye dabe no betrobuk
mpacho eba men ha nkura
ese we mu ina no wotro
no say before problems ade no wotra nkofo nkan
ye bekan
ubekan de
ye bekan
nkofo amedadai no obi amfa say we liar abi no obi na say yasantewa wo the British won what Julian said the British did not win because they couldn't take away the golden stool sure what the and then obeka say Bako is telling a lie dabi be a scholar you know
you got to be a scholar you know
and a very honest scholar not dishonest to send Nkrumah praise JB Dankwa say the concept of God you know Institute of African Studies I saw Mushia you should be very honest
anyway ti enaye Ghana ye Republic Day
incidentally I'm can say me here say last year Republic Day say ya kafu ye me interview wo your friend say GBC na your friend say other countries send messages congratulatory messages to Ghana so munim say atwam munim say atwam so no send messages sa eno na ne Sunday no me kwa kan say twane atwam nipa na atwam no wanye niye ene e kan say ne ma breakfast show biom
awo GBC
nti front na afini me nko ho no nti me so me commemorate you the Sunday there talking point na me kwa kan say ne aye bone kase na so obi kan so mpamani mahwe ewo ho kura na me ha adwene nti me so afini aye ban na me wo ye nyina aye fie ye nyina aye tax ene ye di si aye di tua wa kasenika aye so bia mo bia kwa ma na kire na adwen ense akwa ha adwene na kapa obi so betera me nkyɛn na me kamedia no so accounta ese da bia mpawani mahwe wo Institute of African Studies I saw Mushia you should be very honest
anyway ti enaye Ghana ye Republic Day
incidentally I'm can say me here say last year Republic Day say ya kafu ye me interview wo your friend say GBC na your friend say other countries send message
firm say on your investigation as to Nema SCA in this particular deal and we'll go through various documents now you will appreciate say kwanya this SML company we nya this particular contract na nkasa no ya de a sebi na we be see emu awirem emu na ho na very very scandalous because so we hear the background of the story now it started in 2018 and in 2018 you know this company ya ka ho asemi na ne din end your friend saying SML the company in question na ne din end SML but mom na your friend SMEL it was incorporated on February 14th Bayer Nymphia Bayer in 8 years pepe and that's 9 years and a year and I don't know whether it's coincidence I hear your story where and there and a year 8 years pepe and 9 years pepe this particular SML company way was incorporated and which means that Akufo-Addo aban no take over no also in 1 month after and I just set up this company an SMEL company almost set it up na almost apply for PPA approval sebe obenya contract from GRA
because people within GRA no na your one kasa omo company a finance minister e ka ho bi and I know the day nipa na our GRA na all pushy for say this deal never go through no or retire pay and taking over this SML and you understand why this thing is a big scandal that has to be your friend is investigated. I think let me put the picture well so that we will see the image will not may walk you through this particular thing so that you understand. But the first time I'm trying to use your friend is saying pictures and those things just to, so I'm having some difficulty. Anyway, let me just put it on the screen. So so this is the evolution of the SML contract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what I'm explaining to you. So let's go. Enti said the Mexicano. This particular company, you find the SML. You're setting up on the 14th day of your friends February 2017. And the Kufuado taking over now after the first month now, and you're setting up this particular company up. Then immediately now, GRA and make it 3 solid attempts to get PPA approval. Say by PPA bemana company na approval na or no why this GSML company way, but PPA for what now say here and crater remember say at that early stage na PPA nipa no more honey yet. A buying enyan set it up in you could see clearly said there were people and we are very critical at the time and no more so 3 times these people made an attempt. So omobe secure PPA approval. They didn't get it. 3 solid occasions. Then the people are more SML no. And I'm so one or more GRA ho. Now more powerful people and they wanted this particular deal to go in at all costs, you know. They decided say, okay, if that is the case, so won't my PPA approval na yen to me my contract. Remember the entire PPA am approval and it's a company na fe na yate 14 day within that month in the man of koye only capacity only proven track record only share and you know or you not say no, we cannot give you the PPA approval. Sabia GRA be contracted. So they decided okay, someone found my you better find for so. Then the mother company na at the time na GRA ne ye adwuma no na ye friend West Blue Ghana Limited na company na GRA eno no ye adwuma. So these people force this company say on subcontracted adwuma na ye dia ma no ebi emfama ye friend saying SML because by that no call PPA approval no mwanya no ombesisa din no be yi no free Sebe subcontractor Emma may a big deal bia. So they eliminated the E and make it SML. That is how come the name changed from SMEL to SML. Good. So Yamfa we na manana yes san edino. Then the GRA subcontracted Ajuma Yadiama WBG aya the West Blue Company Limited. Ajuma no bi and Yadama GRA say Yadama this new company say onye. Then Yadiama na we no contract 2 no ena omofa akwan bi so extended this particular transaction audit contract na GRA de ma SML under subcontractor no ena or extended that particular contract no or de ma this company full year because my culture say company na ye kan ho asem no didn't have the requisite qualification whatever, so PPA denied them approval. So they decided to use ways and means by subcontracting, because we're a subcontractor, we don't go through the various processes now that other companies have to go through. So the second phase, instead of going for PPA approval, they circumvented those processes, and what they did, they said, at the full contract, the contract, this SMB without PPA approval. And now, main company now, yes, subcontracting, and I'm no so this particular will be a subcontractor, you no free ho. So this company transitioned into the main company. Hey, rather. So this company in question, became the main company. Then contractor, GRA and this SML entered into a contract for additional services to extend the scope of services under contract 1, on 1st January 2019 to include external verification services to GRA Customs Technical Services Bureau. So company na yadena ba as a subcontractor. PPA ka say ya sure mo a they don't have good standing bi a betimi agina so amomo ya friend saying any deal bia no. And this particular company no were transitioning from being a subcontractor to the main contractor here without PP approval. And under the main contractor, no was agbabiem ama say officially. GRA no go into official agreement. That agreement no extended services no and the customs. In any way, some verifications be as or so it is no longer evaluation of the financial services or transaction being the scope has now expanded. Good. And see, let's go to the 3. And this over the next contract na a course na. Addendum to the downstream petroleum audit contract. So GRA and the same SML no and established an addendum to the downstream petroleum audit contract. Addendum amended the pricing basis from CIF to the volume of petroleum products lifted. Enti sa contract na madika ka ho asem under 2 aye contract 5 a course 2019 in that particular contract this company added other services atuno and yasin attach extra duty a downstream petroleum services and has to do is petronunya eturia your friends saying refinery distribution your friends say pricing everything that huge contract has been added to this particular company or GRA and I'm so remember says we are course and go through any proper approval. Then back to 2023, consolidation of revenue assurance services contract. Enti sa contract na I evolve a company ne share as no company as a subcontractor and as a forum no. And this company grew to a point and services ne other way enka scope no kwa na ya finance akwan so asesa dia shame. And don't forget Abraham Manase this particular ade we ebe blow no the time no not this services na SML we no there has been a saying understanding between the finance minister and the GRA say services no more adwuma pa until we cannot just limit their services to the petroleum sector na mom ye mineral sector ni nyina gold diamond whatever no nyina no sa your friends say audit we BS wo hopia no yentam yemfa this particular company my culture say GRA boss na at the time na owo ho no or resign or no be taking over this SML deal, and most of the decisions going through was through the finance minister. Is the reason why per investigation a special prosecutor conclude now what coming into a conclusion said no sa nema we a course scandal na a pop up sika these people yetua more at the time na scandal na ba bonteno na Ghana atua a whooping 1.4 billion Ghana cedis to this SML company for no work done because services near man I say this company no already there were internal systems properly instituted within most of these institutions are already or more sajumano downstream petroleum services, the monitoring and evaluation, those kind of services amount for there was internal mechanism there that were lifting or checking some of these things. But this company, and I'm saying a shady phony company, even websites or more trust services they were rendered. Abraham Manasseh at the issue no babon. So quickly they went there and deleted some of the services almost free. And this is something at the early stage now. investigation new popping up, no. Some of us were expecting say at the time obi betena se anya kokoduro aye proper investigation. But the government of the day wouldn't allow because Kenoforata at the time was all powerful and the sort of impediment the government then placed here in the way of the special prosecutor, and they were doing everything to hinder to thwart his effort. So obetimia come back to critical issues. So they were just dancing around these critical issues, and nothing better came out of it. So this SML deal, raised a whole lot of controversy. And I'm so my Ghana bought over 1.4 billion. 4 billion, according to GRA, or sort of say taxes are due to GRA from, and that was amounting to over 1.4. So over 400, if it's a million Ghana cedis there in taxes, according to them, they extracted before paying to the company 1 billion Ghana cedis for no work done. And this company belonged to the same people who were working at the GRA, the finance minister. They were the very people who were behind this whole GRA SML company. Because my Cathedral, when this company was instituted, the very moment Akufo-Addo government came to being, quickly 14th, your friend is saying, Valentine Day, Akufo-Addo taking over on the first Valentine Day, and almost setting up this particular company. And now, over the year, you caused this huge scandal. And the what that sorrowness special prosecutor said, or she can for and your political witch hunting. Or GRA no working directly under the finance minister. And major decisions, of course, he was the person that was giving your friends all the your friends say authorization and everything for every single decision, because GRA cannot sign any major contract with anybody without the approval of the finance ministry. Because after all, payments and everything will have to go through the ministry. So what is here? Then you begin to appreciate the depth of a Nehemiah and Nkrumah. And again, aside that, one other issue American was involved in this special prosecutor has to do with the Cathedral. That foolish investment nipa de sani transfer na dwen se obehye Ghana sika sesa oman sika akwa akoti Cathedral abra amanfo ema ewa valanda so no moda emranti enya adwuma nye NAPCO aban young people to work. He couldn't even pay them. Now ya tam of my sika over millions of dollars. And he invested such monies in a very foolish enterprise. Some of us at the early stage can say, no, you cannot be dumping your hand into state coffers, dipping $60 million, 60 million Ghana cedis, 50 million this, all in the name of us. Yeah, build the cathedral. Cathedral no yensi ho. Na consultant in the pa omo keka ho nya ye twetwe omo nyina ka asim say ye bodam. And these are the works of Kenoforata and Akufo-Addo. And I hope, sir, at the right time, the president himself should be called to answer why he took or led some of these foolish undertakings. And the man is now go into this cathedral na uhu ye na ene aya mana ada ho a adanchem ne entwere ne gu nsuom ewo cantonment at the middle of cantonment prime land. And don't forget say baby ye see cathedral na nkasa na ye place na judges na net ho judges dan ya ye see in 2012 ye kobu adan ni nyina tugu ye say including old passport office. Say ye see cathedral, the cost involved enya adeketwa. We ended up, your friends have company be all in the Juma or it affected them. They took government to court and we were supposed to pay compensation to the company. Sanyama we nina idea course in this cathedral. That is why I was so much angry when I saw for our more Nkrumah who should know better, because every single Sunday when you go to church, when you meet your church members, you see poverty, you see desperation, you see hopelessness. But these people were foolishly backing government to seek cathedral. When you go to church, you see the desperation in the faces of your people, young people on the street. Because they don't see any future in this country. Asafo, they knew all these things, but they were foolishly out there advocating, say, government should build cathedral because now, to the extent, say, we even went to your friend say Israel, say, for border about Kroma, as I'm crying at the time. So you can't do these things and get away with it, and that is a fact. So may I disagree with the special prosecutor with the kind of name of way me Makacha said that office now is a useless creation for so be a niso. And it comes to mind the comedy and the drama that surrounds how this kind of how do you call it? Kisieja Ben, the way he goes about his thing. And there is nothing serious about acquire say your friends say some kind of media will crusade being all running. That guy is not serious. He's just an attention-seeking freak. Because you're serious to combat these things. And can you net any ever see a true information out there? Yeah, on press conference and that's for them. Because I never we shall say and yet net. And my culture say at the time, no way watching so obey. Yeah, let's see a bit you quiet. The best you could have done was to resign and tell the whole world, say, I wanted to do my job. But these people are not allowing me. But you sit there, take fat salaries, buying bulletproof cars and stuff. At the end of the day, you'll be said there now why there is nothing to show for. Now you come back, hold press conferences, and be talking as if we are lying. No, my friend. You cannot play on the intelligence of Ghanaians. One case when you're serious that. And that is the problem. I had to chroma comedy no Dawson, jokes no Dawson, and the media will feed on some of these. Your friend is saying. Some of these issues run commentaries, and in the end, the substantive issue dies. So when Kenoforiata as a proud finance minister, while leading this country, and you think you've lived a good life with our higher, why are you not answering? Because a special prosecutor wants you to come and answer. Why are you not answering? And there is this whole issue that I need to address. You see, politics in a year okromano. I can't just say I extended deep into the fabrics of our politicking in this country to the extent say sometimes you see this whole thing as a joke and you don't know whether we are serious, whether say yana and I say say nyansa na yenimo sadienyo. This is Kenoforiata finance minister who authorized and abra only home authority granted in the Sakobo mine sikam eswa edikose cathedral say yensi cathedral instead of building hospitals. Mahama esi for the hospital Kumase. The hospital was left to rot in 8 good years. This joker called Kenoforiata could not have the sense to say, let us build or improve on medical infrastructure in this country. Not even. But he was foolishly committed to building a cathedral. Today, Onotiminya Kukodro Kachira and say, Okwa America. Makacho said, Mayo Clinic is one of the most expensive and the best hospitals in America. And then, Onodi Sikanu Kotu Amenawi Yano. Wasore abone kete makotena Mayo Clinic ewa America seek better care. Enti na makacha so we Ghana ni na sa wo the emotions na ya politics adwene ho na dwene ho biem. Because ebi America say passport okura wonni bi na ye de wako Togo say okwaja yaresa. But people are out there foolishly defending Kenoforiata. Nipana, he was supposed to build medical facilities in this country, help improve, because as a finance minister, as a president, you should have spoken to his ears and no hospital na Mahama sin wokumansa na anya hwe omomoto abamaye na benefit. But these people left these hospitals to rot. Took monies, yamfanya sensible investment, almost omokosi cathedral. Because at the time, in the twisted mind of the president, he thought to say you see cathedral, nyankopon, civil war. How can you say this? Oko Cote d'Ivoire, Yamoussoukro, there's this president for 4 or whenever. Oko see one of the biggest cathedral in Cote d'Ivoire. I think or Yamoussoukro. 2013, when this whole thing started, Cathedral couldn't save them. cathedral in video be our. And those who make those cheap and easy comparisons, oko America, oko France, those facilities, you know, oko Spain, those your friend is saying churches who were not built today. They were built in the olden days. And at the time I have told you, say, not yet. A software, the aristocrats na rule. They didn't have democracy in as a so why we rule no? They open our day. So those those big churches like Notre Dame and other places, you know, they were built from antiquity. Omono they only have that kind of friend saying they are regarded as museum. People go there to look at because these are things